Hello?
Make sure you're detailed in your review. If you're not detailed, it'll all end right there. You don't have room for error. What's your next review? If it's not the iPod Touch 4, it'll end right there.
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my review of the Ipod Touch 4. Taking a look at this, it is not all that different from the iPod Touch 2. Very similar. The only difference is it actually has a camera instead of this black bar here. Power buttons, similar locations. The volume rockers are on the same side. The home button, of course, in traditional Apple Sense, it's at the bottom, of course, and you've got your screen. The borders here are a little bit smaller, and the screen is definitely much better. As we'll take a look, this screen holds up even today. It looks really well. And of course, there's a camera on this. There's two. There's the front facing for selfies, and then there's the rear camera. So we'll be able to do another little camera test later, although it's kind of wet and rainy outside. So again, not looking forward to that too much. But once you open it up, it looks like classic iPod Touch. When I think of iPod Touch, this is what I think of. You can see a lot of the apps I have here that are already downloaded and up are really old versions of apps. Like, look at the Funimation app. It doesn't even look like that anymore. Obviously you can also see that this has some Korean things in it because of a certain family member of mine. They love Shiny and BTS and all that, so you'll see some things like that in here. Another thing to mention right off the bat, the speaker is pretty good. We'll test that out in a sec. But not just that, the battery here, one of the downsides, the battery is very, very bad. The battery doesn't last long at all. So I have a charger here on standby. As you can see, it uses this old charge port right here next to the headphone port, and it makes that classic charging sound. So for little games and things like that, you're gonna be just fine. It's got a couple of interesting apps here. But first of all, let's see how it handles some games. So let's open up a couple of games and see how it plays. Let's do Dumb Ways to Die. That's a classic one. We'll test out the speaker too a little bit. This game came out a long time ago. It has a very catchy song attached to this, and it's actually part of a PSA. So listen to that speaker. Pretty good. Let's get this started. Boop. Okay, it's going to be a little hard because I'm having to use... Oh, you see? Oh! Okay, that is not my fault. That is the game's fault. A little bit of slowdown because of the pop-up. Oh, man, am I good. Flick the piranhas away. Here you go, flicking the piranhas away. Of course, this gets a lot. It's easy now, but it gets much harder the further you go in the game. See, so you got some glitching, a little bit of slowdown, but it's serviceable. It works. Let's check out another game. Let me see what other games are on here. Got some simulation games. Temple Run 2. That'll be interesting. Of course, these are older versions of apps, so you might, if you download these apps now, they probably will look different. They have more updates, more available things to do. These are definitely pretty old. We'll take a look and see what version of iOS this is running, because it's got to be pretty old. So I have skipped over some of the waiting I've done, but just so you know, I've been waiting here for probably around 30 or 40 seconds. And on top of that, it's doing this, so a lot of waiting to start this game. I'm connected to my Wi-Fi, and my Wi-Fi is very good. I've mentioned this before. I have fiber internet, so it's very good internet. And it's still pretty slow, even with that. There we go. Oh. Haven't played this game in a long time. But graphic processing's pretty good. Oh. Nope, skip. Don't need to. Let's just try again. But very serviceable. You're going to see as soon as we are on this thing for a few minutes, the battery is going to be needing some help. But plays pretty well. Not too many issues here. Plays better than Dumb Ways to Die, in fact. Which is silly since this is 3D. But there you go. Got a good view of that. So gaming shouldn't be much of an issue. You should be totally okay playing little games. You won't be able to download a lot of them. You'll have to download older versions, or the iOS version that it's running simply won't have it. So let's take a look and see what version it's running. So it says it's running 6.1.6, and that's pretty old. But it does have, I suppose it'd be 32 gigabytes, and then a lot of that is system storage. So available is 10.1, but the capacity is 28.5. So that's pretty good. Some of the older versions of apps that we have here are like Instagram and Messenger. I wonder if the Instagram app would even work. Let's see. It would be very, very old, I would bet. So yeah, it looks like it is working. So that's good. There you go. Let's see if this YouTube app works, because it looks interesting. If it works, I'm going to be very surprised. And I didn't think so. Let's see if sometimes it won't let you have a home page, but it'll let you search something up. Let's look up our YouTube channel. And nothing. Okay. Well, let's check out the browsing experience on the web browser. If I could find it. Where is it? Sometimes I feel like a numbnut, but I feel like, oh, there's Chrome there. We can use Google Chrome. Everything on this, oh yeah, you see the battery, there you go, it's dying. Everything on this is pretty sluggish, pretty slow. A bit of a struggle, but let's just try to go to google.com. You can see there's a typing experience, a little delayed, a little slow, but there you go. This looks pretty rough. Okay, but it's working. It's working. Let's go to YouTube. See what that looks like. YouTube.com. And it's opening up the mobile version. And gotta be kind of patient with this thing. Open in YouTube, the app, the one that doesn't even have a homepage. Okay. There we go. So, yeah, you can definitely go on the web browser and look it up if you're really that desperate. So, let's look up our YouTube channel again here to see if it will open, and we can do a audio test. There we go. So, there's the opening intro. We'll test the video and test the sound. Should be pretty loud. Ah, there we go. So of course, it's not that loud. It's pretty tinny, not a whole lot of bass. But I mean, for little things that you're going to be doing on this, you're going to have no issues with that. You're going to be A-okay. So really, it's just a blessing to have it in general. Now, let's go ahead and do a camera test outside to see what it looks like and test out that. That's always one of my favorite parts. Going outside with this thing. Hey guys, want to go outside? want to go outside. Let's go. They walked not that long ago, so they probably won't really have to go, but let's see. Okay. Let's pull up the camera app. Kind of hard to see outside, too. See if I can turn up the brightness. There we go, much better. Okay. Let's take a picture of Nico here. Oh, he keeps... Nico, stay there. Benji. These guys are moving. They ain't chilling. Benji. Got him stretching right there. Okay. Let's do an aesthetic picture here. Just like that. Maybe even one of this little twig here. Try to get the focus right. Oh. I tried. And of course, video. Hey, Nico. Hey, Benji. Of course. Even though I charged it for like an hour. Come on, guys. Okay. And we'll take a selfie picture. There we go. I'm gonna take a selfie picture of this stick here. Looks like he's ready to go back in. Yeah, it's muddy outside. Gonna leave my shoes at the door. Don't want to get in trouble with myself. Gonna take a picture of this poster here in this kind of room dim lighting. And I'm gonna take a picture of this iHome speaker in this natural lighting here. All in all, it is not a bad experience. The battery is the worst part. The battery won't last you a day. It won't even last you barely an hour. It's already dying, and I charged it for more than an hour. It was at like 80% or so. So that is the worst part. But if you're just going to leave it plugged in onto a speaker or something, you're going to be fine. The music playing experience, I've always loved the iPod Touch. It does this where you can shuffle through your albums. It's very satisfying, very gratifying. I like it a lot. The gaming experience is fine. You're not going to play anything technical or anything like that. But little games, mobile ones that are simple, 2D things, or ones like Temple Run, no issues, no complaints. Browsing's okay. YouTube, the app doesn't work. You'll straight up have to go into the browser. But for most little things that you're going to use this, iPod Touch, you're going to have a pretty pleasant experience, especially at the price point that you can get this in around $30 more or less, maybe $40, but I definitely wouldn't spend any more. But on eBay, you shouldn't have any issues buying this at a very affordable price. And for somebody who's in the age bracket of, like 6-10 years old, this might be a good little thing for them to have. Instead of getting them an expensive tablet or something, just give them a little iPod Touch. They're not going to really think much of it, and they'll probably be pleasantly surprised by the experience. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this, don't forget to support the channel by hitting like and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.